and sports capital of the world, it's the JJ and Johnny Show.
And we are back. It is time for JJ and Johnny. I'm taking your phone. Put it away.
I don't need it.
He's like scrolling his phone up until the last 2 seconds. What it's like to be married to you, I can't imagine.
Oh, we both do the same thing.
You do?
Yeah.
You-
We'll watch a
That's
movie
good.
and Michelle's like on TikTok. I'm like, is this action movie? Is Axel F not engaging enough? So.
I do. With us, it's my husband's on the iPad while watching TV. He'll be like, let's watch something. We turn on something Netflix. Then he goes on his iPad. And I go, are you on your iPad or are you watching?
Him and Michelle should get together.
We can set up a double date. Hi, Cass.
Hello.
Hello, Cass.
Hi. How you doing today? Show
I'm
people how
doing
cute you are
so
today.
well.
Look at-
Hello,
What up,
everybody.
Producer Cass?
Welcome to the show.
That's Cass and Cass. It's Cass and Cass.
I'm right there.
We're here, and this is episode 9.
Nine.
This is episode 9.
I kept, when I was doing the little thumbnail and I had to write episode 9, I was like, number 9.
Number 9.
Number 9.
Number 9. Can you believe
Number
we're on
9.
number 9 already? This is so great.
I know.
And we did not, usually we coordinate with each other. You'll call me and you'll say, I'm wearing this or that.
Yeah.
But I just thought, someone had told me, one of the people Rusty, who watches the show.
Rusty.
He said, you don't need to wear a jacket. It's hot in there. And I was like, yeah, you know what? I'll just wear a shirt.
Such a nice suggestion.
Yeah.
By the way, shout out to everyone who's watching.
You sounded like Jiminy Glick.
Because I watched him.
that's
Jiminy
such a
Glick.
nice
You know, we're talking about
suggestion.
Martin Short playing Jiminy Glick, and he filled in for Kimmel,
Yeah,
right?
he did.
Did you watch him with Melissa McCarthy?
No.
Hilarious.
I watched it with Bill
Hilarious.
Hader, and I was
Bill
literally in
Hader.
tears. It was
I love
so
Bill Hader.
funny.
There are few people, I've interviewed a lot of celebrities in my career. There are few people I would fan out for more than like some of the top comedians.
Yeah.
Like Bill Hader, I would just fanboy all over him. I would have a hard time.
He's really funny. And
John
talented.
Hamm, I tried to pull it back, but John Hamm is so humble. He doesn't like people to fan over him.
Really?
He's like, really, I'm just like an actor. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's kind of like the opposite of the character
Oh, you
that he
think
played on Mad Men. Yeah, he's very, very
So
humble.
He's great, man.
So anyway, it's a blue midsummer show.
Yes.
Thanks for joining us. Like, comment, subscribe.
If you're watching from around the world, our high today will be 105.
That's so reasonable.
Hey, that's actually pretty cool.
It's actually like cool.
It's pretty cool
It's-
compared to how the last couple of weeks have been.
It's just so crazy.
Oh my gosh, Jay Kramer, thank you for watching the show. I have a good friend who's a frequent watcher of the show every week in Los Angeles. Claudia, shout out to you. Thanks for watching the show and happy birthday tomorrow.
Ooh,
Yay, happy
early
birthday.
Loves the show.
Yay.
Thank you.
Yes, yes.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Hey, we got to see that new Elvis show over at the Westgate together.
Yes. Well, who is it? I saw his name.
He's brilliant, and he's an Elvis tribute artist. And,
Yeah.
And yeah, we
And
got to
he's
get over and
younger,
see
too.
him.
He's
Yeah.
kind of a newer, younger Elvis, and not that we have a lot of Elvises here in town, but a lot of them have been here a long time. But he's bringing some new energy to
Love it.
Elvis. It's
Love it.
amazing the longevity of Elvis and how he's identified with Las Vegas. And you sit in that ballroom seeing somebody's show and think, Elvis was on this stage. Like, the
Yeah.
guy was here, like for an insane. Oh, that should be one of our Fact or Fictions.
What?
How many performances he did at the hotel?
At the Westgate, which
at
was the
Westgate.
Hilton
yeah,
then.
which was the international or something.
Well,
like
whatever that exact number was, and I think it was something in the 600s.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. Yeah, okay.
But it was sold out performances.
Yes.
And he would sometimes do 2 shows a night,
Right.
Elvis. And he would come, I think he wouldn't spend the entire year here, but whatever that number was, we know that Barry Manilow just surpassed it in the last
Yes.
year.
Yeah, it's
On
really
the same
amazing.
property, on the same stage, doing sold out shows.
Yeah.
Okay, there are just some shows in town that you hear they get a good reputation, and you think, Barry Manilow, okay, he's been around forever. When you go to his show in Las Vegas, the quality of the show's so high, you're like, this guy's still killing it.
At 80.
Killing it.
It's really amazing. It's really amazing. I don't know about anybody else. I mean, I don't give my age, but I've been around a long time, and he's been a part of my life, musically.
Yeah.
Since and most people know this, but FM radio was not very popular in the early 70s. And I was listening to Barry Manilow on AM stations.
Wow, yeah.
Before FM became
Sure.
popular. It's weird. I don't know why that transition happened.
Is that true? Well, where
It was
rock music on AM?
Everything was on AM, and then
Oh.
it migrated to FM. And there's actually a movie from the early 70s called FM when this migration was happening. And
Interesting.
yeah, it's a fascinating story. But it's when you think about someone like him who did all those jingles, who did all those appearances. I remember seeing him.
That
on
was one of my
American
favorite parts of his
Bandstand.
show.
Yeah, when he did-
American Bandstand. Oh my gosh, who's old enough to remember American Bandstand?
Yeah.
That was
Not
on
me.
every weekend.
I
Are
had to
you?
explain to her this.
Come on.
No, she has no idea.
Not me.
I got
You
asked to
know?
do a Dick Clark voiceover for the Carole King show.
Do you do a Dick Clark?
I do. I really have to work at it and work at it. It's not something I do normally, but he's got one of those radio voices with no affectation at all. So
Ooh,
it was,
yeah.
it was trying
Right.
to, I have to practice,
Right.
then record a line, practice, then record
Got
a line.
it. It's
so.
amazing how you can do that, though. John is such a chameleon. So talking about Barry Manilow and how excellent his show was reminds me of who I'm dying to talk about with you today.
Right.
I was telling John that I finally went and saw Carlos Mencia, that is doing Stars of Comedy over at Harris Showroom.
Right.
Carlos Mencia, we've got a picture of him. He opens it up to take pictures and meet and greet everyone after the show. Like, he's so amazingly accessible.
Right.
I went in being, I'm going to be honest, I went in being a little bit like, oh man, I'm like, middle-aged white woman, he's just going to crush me.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Right.
He is such an equal opportunity offender. I am a huge fan of Carlos Mencia. The tone that he hit with kind of the political climate we're
Right.
in, he really, truly took so many risks. Like he said in the beginning of the show, he's like, if you want PC, if you want everything to be appropriate, like get up and walk out right now. This is comedy.
Right.
And we're going to have we're going to make fun of everybody.
Right.
And then he does. And he
He's
slays
a man
it.
of his word.
But he slays it like he had me. I became a Carlos Mencia fan after seeing that show.
Yeah.
I highly recommend it. So this is
And
right
he's kind of doing a
after the show.
residency now, right? He's going to be around for a while? Or?
It's Sundays and Monday nights. If
Okay.
you're coming to Las Vegas, truly, honest to goodness, it is worth it. It is a very affordable show. It was a nice feeling in the audience. It was very diverse of age, every, nationality, but it was like, I don't know. It just it wasn't the most expensive, the most edgy show, but I really felt
got
like
some out of it.
I feel like the whole crowd enjoyed themselves.
Right.
I did see two guys get up and leave. And it was
Really?
I saw two guys get up and leave. Yeah, but I don't know. Like maybe they had dinner reservations. You know what I'm
they
saying?
could, exactly.
I want to
You
show
never know.
I want to see if
never
you know this guy, Johnny, too. So go see Carlos Mencia, okay?
At
Harris Showroom. And when you see Carlos, you're going to see this guy. It's the next picture there. Opening for him, Gabe Lopez. So Gabe's a local.
Oh, he is?
Gabe is so freaking funny in his opening act. Also, he highly offensive in the best
Highly
possible way.
offensive.
Gabe, I say that with love, but truly. So he does a late night show at South Point.
Oh, he's dirty at 12:30
Yes,
or
dirty at 12:30.
Yeah.
We should go.
Yeah.
We should get Billy on his iPad, Michelle on her phone, and go watch. You know what we should do? When Michelle's
This
ignoring
is
you.
me. I'll do an impression of myself at 12:30.
Okay. Oh, that's me at like 10:30.
Yeah. Oh, I'm way ahead of you.
But I stayed up to come see you perform.
Oh, my God. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. I'm still getting traction from that appearance. It was very
Yeah,
nice.
at Brian Newman's After Dark, Johnny was on stage, and it was like a really, really cool room to be
It's a
in.
very
hip venue. Brian Newman, of
beautiful.
course, the horn player, the band leader for Lady Gaga, who just performed at the Olympics.
Yes, and did an incredible job. And as we're speaking, I just got a notification on my phone is that the women's gymnastic won gold.
Ah!
Wow.
Yeah, Simone Biles is back, baby.
Woo, let's go.
Yeah. Woo, dun, dun.
Wow.
And we have a
That's
we have a
awesome.
Vegas connection to the Olympics.
Yeah, share that.
Connor Fields, who lives here, he is the BMX Olympian, gold Olympian. He lives here in Las Vegas. He is reporting for NBC. I just met him recently. He's a mutual friend of one of our friends, Jeff Savilico. He's up in Connecticut doing the reporting for the BMX bikes. He's an amazing
cool.
athlete. I mean, I can't imagine winning multiple gold at. I think he was at 3 different Olympics.
BMX so dangerous.
So
I feel like
dangerous.
So
and
dangerous.
You really are. You have to be an athlete to have the
amazing.
stamina and the strength to get the bike in the air, and you must have really incredible, just balance.
It's so cool he's behind the mic. Have you guys noticed how much fun they're having? Like, they have Colin Jost out there. Obviously, Snoop Dogg is like holding court.
Yeah.
Like bringing a lot of silliness. I feel like they've really mixed it up.
Right.
Like the Olympics is usually a
lighter.
little more buttoned up.
Yeah, a little more
It's definitely
lighter.
lighter. I have mixed feelings about it
Right.
so far. How do you
Oh.
feel about that? Just even the
I
commentators.
think I think the commentators are a lot of them are former athletes, and it's a little more irreverent. It was almost
it is.
overdone for many years. But a lot of
Yeah.
these athletes are like, they're late teens, early 20s,
Mm-hmm.
and they're not from that time of being really buttoned up and this reverential kind of thing. They're having fun, they're doing their job, and they're breaking records and winning gold. So if their personality is a little lighter and not as serious, I think that's just more generational at this time.
It's nice. I mean, it was like a definite overhaul,
Right.
on the part of especially the U.S. Olympics broadcasters.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, hey, we're going to make this way more fun, way more accessible.
Right.
We're just going to loosen it up a little bit.
Well, I
right?
remember as a kid, the people who did on ABC, they did a lot of many of the years. They were older to begin
Older,
with, and they were the veterans.
experienced trainers,
Right.
Analyzing the performances.
Right. So
yeah, right.
it's a little. I think it's
Yeah.
a little more fun, and I think your audiences are getting younger, and you have to keep the engagement.
Yeah.
And you want to reach them where they live. Even
Yeah.
when I was a kid, I was thinking, these guys are not Olympic athletes, and they were a little old then. So it's nice to have younger people kind of communicating what these sports
And a mix. Like
a
I
mix,
feel,
yeah.
you don't want to like lose out on completely like the excellence.
Oh, no,
Do you know
not
what I'm
at all.
saying? Like
Yeah,
because
broadcast excellence is
you want
important.
and the excellence in the sport too,
Right.
the acknowledgement, the understanding of what these people are actually achieving. You
Right.
don't just be like, woo,
Did you
great,
know-
great beam or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, the beam blows me away. Have you walked on a gymnastics beam?
No.
They are
I'm probably
hard.
in high school.
It's so hard.
Probably
They
in
are
high school.
hard and they are narrow.
Yeah.
They are unforgiving. It is just
That's why
phenomenal
these
to me.
athletes, American athletes, obviously, but all the athletes, they are the best of the best of the best from their countries, and they're putting out there to bring home the gold and the silver and the plutonium from all the other.
Plutonium.
I'm gonna bring in some comments real quick. We got
Yeah,
some
would
people
you?
chatting in here. This comes from listener. What is this show? I've never seen it before. Sorry.
Hi, listener. Oh my God, that's a great question because you're probably.
I have a guy
on-
every week on my channel who comes on and goes, "Who is this guy? Remember that guy who did that? Who is this guy? Who is this guy?"
So this is your friend John D. Domenico. I'm pretty sure you're probably on his YouTube page right now.
Yeah,
That's-
listener
yeah.
And
is a
this
member.
is what he looks like when
Oh, he's a
not
member.
Trump.
Oh, he's one of my.
Listener-
Oh, okay.
listener's a member
on
the
So
channel.
since listener, you'd usually see me as Trump on my channel during the press conference, but I live in Las Vegas. This is JJ Snyder, who is a TV personality, was a host on numerous shows. So we decided to do our own show, kind of combine our talents and do something every week to talk about Las Vegas, how much we love it, the shows that are happening here, the events, personalities who make this town what it is.
And Johnny throws a few voices in, of course, especially if
Every
you
now and
request,
then.
listener. But this is kind of a chance for you to access Johnny firsthand. And of course, I always love to chat with you. So thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing as well.
Thanks for the
Yeah,
question.
absolutely.
To our
Listener.
channel. the JJ and Johnny show.
JJ
for
and
sure.
Johnny show.
So, and I see
hey,
this
there's John
too.
Daly. John Daly's a good friend of mine.
John! Oh, I know John.
John Daly
Hi, John.
works with Bernard Goldberg, who was on ABC and Fox, and who's written, I think, 11 books.
11?
John's written a bunch of books, and that's how we got to know each other. So welcome John to the show. He's a great guy.
Great to have
Thank
you here, John.
John, if you're here in Las Vegas, you can be on the show.
Ooh, yeah,
Yeah.
that would be fun. Hey, this would be a good time with so many people watching. By the way, please like, comment, and subscribe to play Vegas Fact or Fiction.
Da, 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 da. We need a little musical sting for
We
that.
do.
Yes.
We're gonna have
How
some
about
fun
we all
music
do one
for
together?
Vegas Fact or Fiction. So we play this game every week where we quiz you folks, people who have visited Vegas, we presume, or are about to visit Vegas, because everybody's coming, and we play a little history lesson, a little trivia, if we might.
Right.
So do you want to go first, or
Yeah,
should
I'll
I
go
go first this year?
So, and it's funny because we were talking about and we don't know each other's question and where it's coming from. But Cass and I were at the office before we came over, and I said, "Oh, look up the neon museum, the Boneyard, which is where all of the old signs, these massive signs. If you've ever been to Las Vegas, you know the casino signs are huge. I was wondering, this is a great museum. If you're ever here, visit it.
So once a sign comes down off a hotel, this museum scoops it up, rehabs it if need be, and all these signs, it's called the Boneyard because
Right.
literally there's hundreds of signs.
And they're
it's
amazing.
just gorgeous. And they light them all up, and it's fabulous and nostalgic and retro and groovy all at the same time.
Yeah, it's probably the coolest museum you can go to.
Do you know what? Our questions today are going to be related.
Oh,
I'm so
okay.
excited. Okay,
So there are what? What
what's
did we
your
say?
question?
260 signs? What did we?
The total there is 276.
There's
276
276 signs. If you go there at dusk, it's really beautiful. Of those 276 signs,
Yes.
how many have been refurbished so they work? So
Yeah.
fact or fiction?
Yep.
Is it 65?
Percent?
Oh, percentage
60
wise
no,
by
no,
number.
sorry,
Just
sorry,
yeah,
by
straight
number.
number.
Okay.
65, 45, 26, or 10.
Oh, I think it's 65.
You
so
think it's
out
65?
of, sorry, we have 276
76.
signs total. Yes, I would say, it depends on how minor they consider a repair.
Well,
But-
it's them to be fully working
working.
again. All the bulbs,
Refurbished.
all the neon, totally refurbished.
Well,
like the day it was.
I think
came
it's
off.
unlikely to go with the highest number out of 4 choices,
Yeah.
but I'm going to go with the highest number because I've been there and I've been told so many times about what they did to rehab
Right.
certain signs.
Right,
65.
26.
Dang! 26. 26
But
is
those
a lot.
26 are amazing.
Yes.
When those light up,
Do you
it's
know?
stunning.
You have to go to the Neon Museum. So some of the signs too have these stories like, well, this was taken down from a hotel, then it sat in this guy's backyard for 2 decades before someone found it.
Right. Oh,
You
yeah.
know,
We should mention there's a docent who's a guide who knows every sign, the history of every sign,
Yes.
how the whole signs came about, the actual process of making these mammoth neon signs.
And they're so beautiful. Like if you have nostalgia for old neon, which I
do. I think it's amazing. I
who
think it's an
doesn't?
amazing process.
Who doesn't?
I think capturing gas in a tube is fascinating. Who does that? Who
Well,
came
I've
up
never
with
thought of it that way,
Yeah.
Johnny. But now that
and
you
then
say
to
it,
bend the glass. And I think what we had learned was you do the tour, these are the largest, at the time at least, these were the largest neon signs on Earth. I don't know if that's still because a lot of people have taken that on, but they have the original cowboy.
yes,
And which is
Trader
very cool.
Vic,
Trader
or not
Vic.
Trader Vic. Sorry,
Trader Vic. No, Trader Vic's England.
I know. Wait, Vicky, and Vic.
Vicky's
Cowboy
inside.
Vic.
Yeah, Vicky's inside Barry's.
There. Yeah. Inside Circa.
Circa. Yeah.
Yeah, she's
not
a-
Barry's. Outside.
She's
of
a good
Barry's.
outside of Barry's.
Yeah.
I know what you meant.
Yeah.
They
didn't.
Yeah.
They didn't know.
They didn't know.
You
They
didn't.
know.
You
They
don't
didn't
know.
Which,
You don't know.
which leads perfectly to our next question. Are you ready for the next Vegas Fact or Fiction? We hope you guys are playing at home. All right, it's time for my turn up to bat. Vegas Fact or Fiction. In what year did Betty Willis, the designer of the Las Vegas sign who worked at Western Neon at the time, at what year did she design and erect the Las Vegas sign?
Oh, I know this. I've read this story. Oh.
Betty Willis designed that. By the way, I know that I read specifically about the star design, and that was very popular and quite a part of architecture at that time.
I want to say
It's very reflective
I
of
don't
the era.
yes, it's very
Okay,
mid-century.
narrow it down to the decade.
50s?
Yes.
Okay, 55, 1955? No.
Cass, can you show us again? Because is it? I'm giving hints now. Oh,
Oh, hot.
do we have any guesses in the audience from our
58?
viewers?
As of right now,
City of
no.
Neon. I know, right? You're so close.
Well, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59. Is it before?
No, you just said it. 59.
Okay, 59.
59, the Las Vegas. Let's look at it again.
Very mid-century.
Show us that beautiful sign.
Very
Look at that
mid-century.
sign.
Oh, look at
It
that
is, and it's-
sign.
Have you seen the? I guess they're about this size. You can buy them. One of my friends has his whole house. Looks
I
like
have one
this
like
thing.
this big.
Yeah,
And it turns on. Deep, 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 deep,
Oh, that's
deep.
so cute.
I love it. Yeah. Yeah, it's cute. So thank you for playing Vegas Fact or Fiction. That was fun.
Yes.
I enjoyed that.
Friend of
I enjoyed
mine,
that.
Jeff Payne, former race car driver who does Driver's Edge, the program.
Yeah.
Here for his house, his old house was Las Vegas. All the paintings, everything in it was all Vegas mid-century, and it was just so cool. He had so much stuff, and then he got married, and then he had a son, and they moved, and the house is more of a it's still their new home was very cool, but that old house was just like it was a museum itself.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of people who love the nostalgia and kind of the old retro style of Vegas for sure.
Yeah.
Tomorrow night, we are going to be out on Las Vegas Boulevard. I will have a camera, and I'm going to bring some footage back to you guys because Johnny here is going to be celebrating a good friend of his who's getting a star.
Star on the Las Vegas Walk of Fame, which is actually around. If you've been to the Paris, it kind of has a round drop-off area. That's where they've put the stars, the cement blocks.
Is that the sole place of the stars?
It's got to be somewhere else,
Okay.
right? We should know that.
I know,
but it
we should
seems
know that.
like it's
We're going to find out all about it.
Yeah. But it's just like a Hollywood Walk of Fame situation. Number of people will speak. I'll be there as Austin Powers, baby. Yeah.
Yeah. Who doesn't want to have Austin Powers at their party?
Yes, he messaged
Yeah.
me and asked me to be there, and my only issue was the fact that it's going to be 105 degrees.
So it's going to be 105 degrees, and you are going to be in a wig and a multi-layered costume.
Yeah.
And I will be.
It's like wearing Chewbacca on my head. That wig. I love Austin Powers. I think everyone does. And Austin Powers, the first film, a huge part of it was shot in Las Vegas.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
What
Dr.
parts?
Evil's. Oh, the entire when they come. Remember, he's at the Imperial Hotel.
Yeah.
Where he meets the Jerry Seinfeld's Soup Nazi is the dealer when he meets Ivana Humpalot. No, a lot of vagina with number 2. Then they go up to the room. They do a hot tub scene.
So silly.
And then they do a scene outside of Circus where he's watching Dr. Evil's cat coming out of the Verchicon
Oh
headquarters.
my God.
Yeah.
I got to rewatch that.
Oh, and
gotta
then Burt
rewatch that.
Bacharach is on the strip singing on a piano on a double-decker bus.
man.
There's a lot of Las Vegas in the very first Austin Powers.
Whole lot of Las Vegas.
Who
for
not
sure.
Las Vegas,
Yeah.
baby?
I'm gonna bring in some more comments if
Yes.
you guys
Let's
do
don't
it.
mind.
The
Denmark.
Joker's
See if
here.
everybody's watching.
Thanks for
Carsten's
watching from Denmark.
from Germany.
Oh, John Daly will be here in October.
Hey.
Hi,
Yeah,
Constance.
Constance.
he will be here.
We
in
love the
October.
German
We
people.
love the Germany.
We love the Germany. We love the Bratwurst and all this kind of stuff.
You know the
I know
best
the
part?
Joker.
The best part of I truly do love Germany. The best part though of visiting Germany is driving on the freeway as an American and seeing
Autobahn?
all the Yeah, well, first of all, yeah, the Audubon fun. But secondly, seeing all the exit signs that say Osfart. It's just like it never gets old for us Americans. So, yeah.
Hey, from Kenya.
Kenya.
Hello from Kenya, watching from North Carolina.
Amazing.
Yay! I have relatives in North Carolina. They have
The Joker is saying I'm in
amazing
Trump
air.
mode all the time. All the time, I have to tell you.
Does Trump have anything to say today?
Well, I could say how fantastic everything is and how I love Las Vegas. We have the great Trump Tower Hotel in Las Vegas, probably the greatest hotel in Las Vegas, by my estimation, I have to tell you.
Is the pool open today?
The
you
pool
think,
is
over
open,
at the
folks.
Trump?
It's very hot. As you know, my pool is the greatest pool in all of Las Vegas because the pool is, it's very refreshing because we have the wettest water. The wettest water in all of Las Vegas. It's true. And we have a no-uggo policy, so you only see attractive people like me.
Well, thank you. Thank you for that comment.
And since we're on the topic of impressions, Bill D asked earlier, it's the 20-year anniversary of Napoleon Dynamite. Do you have any impressions?
Is it really? What a great character.
I love that guy. I forgot my chopstick. It's such a great character. Oh, come on. He's such a great character.
Oh my gosh, love Napoleon Dynamite.
It's a great film. It's really a
Such a good
fascinating
film.
movie. Yeah.
Such a good film, for sure.
God, you suck.
We got a lot of people who like comedy on this channel.
Yeah,
we love it. We love
We are
that.
comedy. We are
Yes.
comedy people. Cass is a comedy person.
Oh.
We talk comedy all day long in the office.
I mean, seriously. So one of the things, I'm going to go back to just the joy of seeing Carlos Mencia, too, in
Carlos
Harris
Mencia.
showroom. So
Carlos
the
Mencia.
greatest thing is to be locked in a room with a bunch of people and go, hey, guys, we're all just going to laugh. And whatever I say, it's okay. I got
Right.
license to say whatever I want right now and to give permission for that to happen. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like awesome.
Dun, dun,
Because we all need to laugh right now.
Yeah, we do.
That's what I'm saying.
You know, when you laugh, it releases dolphins. Dolphins get released. around the world.
Dolphins?
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 It's a
Like-
chemical.
like
Endorphins?
dolphins?
Oh, endorphins, yes. I heard a woman say that once. and
There
I thought
are
it-
dolphins.
I thought that was the funniest thing I'd ever
Line.
heard. She said, well, you get endorphins.
Endorphins.
Yeah. I just
Was
thought-
she from Jersey? Or?
Yeah, she was somewhere. She
Endorphins.
wasn't. What wasn't the?
New York?
As Trump would say, I love the poorly educated because they say funny things. They say funny things.
Oh my gosh, painful.
Oh no, not dolphins.
So yeah, I know, right? Exactly. Cass, do you have anything to contribute this week? We adore you. We'd like to see more of
The
you.
adores
You know
a
what?
Cass.
Yeah, let's see Cass. Producer Cass.
Producer Cass.
Hello,
whee!
here I am. You know what? Not a lot going on this week. It's been a chill week.
Which
We've
is
been
kind of
busy.
nice. Which
Yeah.
is kind of nice. Like, you know, it's very rare that there's like not 90 things happening in Las Vegas, but we're at
Right.
a point where it's just because it'll be busy. It's always busy here, but it's like, oh, we're in like kind of a nice, quiet
Yes.
moment. Believe me, this town is packed. There's always something going on. But it's kind of the major things that kind of like everyone's talking about the Eagles coming and the next stadium
The
being
Beach Boys
built.
are even coming. I'm
yeah.
so excited. And then, of course, the biggest conversation of the week, without a doubt, Celine Dion is back.
Celine Dion. I am Celine Dion. And
She's back.
She's like, what does she have? Statue disease? Or what is that thing?
And she looks great. Is that like a dolphin's?
No, no, it's literally called something that's like hard, but it's a, do you know what I'm talking about?
Why
you
don't
know
we-
there's a term.
I do.
You know there's a term.
I do,
I'm not
but
being insensitive
why don't we go ahead
to
and look it
Celine.
up before we bring it up next time?
Yeah, but she
because
has it, it's like, it's her bones are hardening or something, right? Right? I'm not kidding. That's not a joke.
No, we know that she's been suffering with a health issue. Yes.
Yes.
I don't have the name of the condition
Yeah.
right off the top of my head, but yes. However, it was so amazing, this idea that she is healthy enough to perform at the Olympics. So,
Right.
and saying La Vie en Rose.
You know, she came. James Corden did his show here to kind of meet with her to do karaoke. You know,
Oh,
what was it called?
yeah. Carpool karaoke.
Carpool karaoke.
Yeah.
That particular episode won an Emmy, and one of the cameramen, a local guy who I'm friends with on Facebook, he won an Emmy for that, and that was one of
Wow.
the most watched. That
Cool.
one, Adele, Paul McCartney, you know,
Love
jingly
Paul.
jangly things.
Oh, I love Paul McCartney.
Yeah.
I had a huge crush on Paul McCartney when I was a teenager. Like I went through my kind of listen to my parents' music phase. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
And I just really, really locked it in with Paul McCartney. I was
Paul
like,
McCartney.
13-year-old me and Paul McCartney were like seeing eye to eye.
I had older siblings, and my sister Carol specifically
Yeah.
loved the
Yeah.
Beatles.
Well, what's not to love?
Yeah,
right?
and the Philadelphia Inquirer in one particular month had photos of them. One week was John Lennon, another week was Paul McCartney, another week was George Harrison, another week. So in every Philadelphia
Did you just
Inquirer,
leave out Ringo? See, that's what
no, I
everyone
said
does.
Ringo at the very
right.
end. There's only 4 of them.
I think you said George Harrison and then you
And
went like
Ringo.
that. No, you didn't even say Ringo.
I said
I feel like
Ringo.
you're gaslighting
I
us right now
love
because I did
Ringo.
not hear Ringo.
You didn't hear Ringo? Okay.
This is the
I loved Ringo
the kind
because-
of treatment that this is the lack of inclusivity that the Beatles has been experiencing.
Hey, Ringo is still alive, which is incredible.
Ringo is a sweetheart,
Yeah.
and he does so much for charity, and he loves other musicians, and
Yeah.
that's what I love about.
And when he goes out on
Ringo.
tour, he has this incredible group of musicians. But the Philadelphia Inquirer, that over that 1 month, they had 8x10s of each of them.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember as a kid thinking, they must be very popular.
Yeah.
They're in the paper every week.
Oh
it was
my
just
God.
so amazing.
Yeah, I collected their albums. I used to like take the bus down to like the vintage record store. And, you know, like have you ever gone through records at a record store? There's like a smell.
Yeah.
It's kind of
Oh,
like,
yeah.
you know,
It's
that
the
old
cardboard,
cardboard.
yeah.
That in little old dusty cardboard, little tags on it. It's kind of fun.
Yeah.
I would kind of like to get a record player. Do you and Michelle have a record player?
No, because
I have one.
Oh, really?
Producer
Yeah.
Cass has a record
You've got
player.
the vinyl.
I love it. We have a record player. We got like a whole sound system set up in the living room.
Yeah.
It's amazing. And I want to start collecting records too.
Now I'm
There's so many
impressed.
amazing
It's so
records.
interesting how sound comes from this plastic disc.
A line on a plastic
yeah,
disc.
and
It's
it
really
just vibrates
amazing.
into the speakers. It's just
Yep.
it's
And it is. I
so
have to say,
interesting.
when I'm at someone's home and they are playing a record, the sound is warmer.
Is it?
It's a warmer
Ooh.
sound,
Now I want a
You
record
know?
player so bad.
and you really hear. You know, a lot of times you're listening to music on your iPhone, and then it's
Yeah.
tinny. And we listen to
Yeah.
music all day in the office.
Convenience has
Yeah.
become.
It's
Yeah.
yeah, because when
Convenience.
it's. I remember, you know, when they put movies on iPods, and I remember thinking, you know, it was first time I ever saw anything on an iPod. It was The Dark Knight, you know, the Batman movie, which
Ooh.
is shot like in this
Ooh.
super ultra wide thing, and I'm watching it on a thing this big.
Yeah.
It's like Christopher Nolan's like committing Harry Carey, you know. You
I
can't
would love
believe
to
it.
know how many people are watching this on their phones right now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well,
If you're
gonna
watching
watch
this-
it on your phone.
On your phone right now, let us know. Or I don't know. In my head, Andre, the vaccinator from Holland. You're going. Let us sing you good night, sleep tight, Andre. Good night.
Wait a minute, they're
See,
8 hours
Bill's-
ahead of us. Is it
Wait.
sleepy time in Holland?
No, it's only 21:34 in Holland. What's going on here?
Right. What is it? Are we putting you to sleep? John Daly wants to know if I'm going to team up with Celine Dion.
Celine.
Yes, if we can do comedy
Celine Dion.
songs.
Can
Oh,
I tell
yeah.
John my Celine story? So I went to go see Celine in about 2006 or 7, maybe 2005. Anywho, I was very, very, very far forward in the audience, fortunately, for my tickets. And she had a lot of male dancers, as many of you know, as she started her show. She had a whole team of male dancers. And the dancers came down stage to like flank her at one point. And these shirtless guys came down stage and went, whew, and I got hit with a bunch of sweat.
Oh,
God.
That's how close I was.
wow,
Well,
that's amazing.
it was kind of awesome gross.
Splash
You know what I
zone.
mean? You know what things are like awesome gross?
Do you know when you go see a Broadway show and people are like, I was
Yeah.
in the front row.
Yeah.
That's called the spit zone, like the first 3 rows. And I saw Christopher Plummer as John Barrymore in a one-man show. He's on stage for 2 hours, but you know he's trained. And the spit is just
Oh my God.
because he's projecting to the back of the house. I just remember, I have his DNA on me.
And
It
are
was
you like,
just-
If you've ever gotten hit by spit from a performer in the front row, you don't want to embarrass them by wiping it off your face.
Right, you just let
but
it-
you're kind of like, I need to wipe my cheek. I need to wipe my cheek. And then he like turns into the light in the beam of light, and then you can really see the spittle coming out.
Exactly. Oh my God.
Be aware of the spit zone.
The spit zone.
It's not the same on an airplane. The stewardess doesn't spit on you in the front
No,
row.
but she's not projecting.
Not
She's not
necessarily.
projecting
Unless
like
you get
John,
a really
like Christopher
animated
Plummer. You know.
Celine! Okay.
Anywho, all right. So we got people watching on their iPhone, on their iPad, on all the technology.
Anyway.
Oh,
we're here
see?
in Vegas, baby.
See, the Joker watches it, and you're on your pad. Bill D's on his pad. See, I hadn't even considered that.
Watching on his TV, typing on my iPad.
I like that.
Oh my
That's
God!
efficient.
The guitarist. So John has a story about sweat from the guitarist from Foreigner. Foreigner has one of my favorite albums that really I partied through high school on Foreigner.
I like Foreigner.
I
They were-
love
yeah.
Foreigner.
It was
That's good stuff.
Yeah.
John, Paul, George, and
That other guy.
you're going to hell.
I always thought, I loved the Beatles growing up as a kid, but I loved Ringo's stuff because it was very accessible to a kid.
His
You know?
songwriting?
Well, yeah, because, Octopus's Garden.
Yeah.
It just seemed more fun. They're like, okay, you can have a song. We'll give you one song, Ringo. Oh. So funny. It's like the
That is
splash
pretty
zone
funny.
at a Gallagher performance. Who would love that? Carrot Top would love that.
Oh, Carrot Top. We have to have Carrot Top on the show.
Yeah, we have to
Once
have
we
it
get to
on.
like 20.
Yeah, 20.
By the way, this is episode 9. We're still
is
finding
episode 9.
We're finding. Cass, what have you enjoyed about watching the show develop and mature?
I love watching you two. You two are so funny. I love listening to you talk. I don't even want to interrupt. I don't want to interrupt because you guys are hilarious. I love hearing you two.
Spoken like
Amazing.
a true producer.
Right.
Yeah,
You're doing great, kids. You're doing great. I don't even want to mention
Right.
anything. But for everybody who's watching right now, all 12 of you, if anybody has
Hey,
any
it's actually 23.
13,
It's
dude.
23.
It's double that.
Look-
It's double that. I think
Hey.
I think we're at a record right now. We're at a
Hey.
record.
But if anybody
Thanks,
has
Bill.
any ideas for anything you want to know about here in Las Vegas, any place we should go and do a recording, any shows, we get to see a lot of shows. So if there's anything you want to know about, it'd be great.
Basically,
Thank
if
you,
you want,
Infinity.
thank you. If you want to see us do something, we'll do it. So tomorrow night, here's my plan. Johnny's going to be dressed up. Cass, are you going to be there tomorrow night?
I can be there.
I mean, well, I'm
Might as
just
well
saying,
shoot it.
we'd like you to be
Yeah.
there. So I'm going to be there with the phone. I'll get a microphone, and we are just there to really support a fellow performer.
Yeah.
John's mentioned it on the show. I reiterated the point that we're a very supportive community here with media and entertainment here in Las
Everyone
Vegas.
comes out and supports.
And where has his show been playing for 5,000 performances?
Well, it's been multiple places. Kes, can you look up where he's at right now? I should know this because I've been there.
And while you're at it, can you look up Celine Dion's?
Statue disease.
Yes.
I think there's probably a little more of a medical term for it, but
Celine
statue will do.
Dion disease. Okay.
And the show is called The Mentalist. And he's been.
Oh,
His show is.
The
Yeah.
is he gonna read my
Mentalist.
mind?
It's amazing what he can do. It's amazing what he can get out of you. It's kind of a gift. It's a lot of memory stuff, and he deduces a lot of things, and he's usually right because
Has he told you stuff about you that you were like?
Oh no, I don't let anyone.
You don't let him in.
I don't let anyone do that.
You think there's a way
I have a
you-
mind like a steel
You
trap.
can't. You can't come in.
I feel.
So Celine Dion, she's got stiff
Wait,
person.
can you put the camera on yourself?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
We need the official.
We want the reporting.
We want
Celine
the- yeah.
Dion's got stiff person syndrome, and I know somebody. Yep, listener said it in chat earlier. Stiff person syndrome.
Stiff person.
You were
Stiff
right. I
person.
thought you were joking, listener.
Well, he said
but you were right.
statue, so he was.
Well, I was
he
thinking
Statue.
It was an S
statue
word.
person syndrome.
Here, there, wherever. They'll just bring her out on a cart or something. You know.
And what did you two want to know about
You're
Where's
going-
the
Jerry
Mentalist?
McCabe? Where's the Mentalist
He's going
show?
to Vegas.
Where
I can't
is
even
it?
laugh.
I'm going
I
to
can't even
hell.
laugh. He's going
I'm
to
going
Vegas
to hell.
right now.
Vegas
That's
hell.
one of those
You
things.
Where
Like,
is
can't
the show?
insult a performer in this town. You will be put in jail.
no, you
if you're a
can.
fellow.
You're a comedian. I'm
Right.
from the news stations.
You
so
can.
yes, that is crossing the line. So basically, we've just defined our roles on this show. So I'm going to keep the train just barely on the track, and you can go
The-
wherever you want, Johnny.
Okay.
And
we
Cass
have
is
an
here
answer.
to correct us.
We
So
have
it
an
all
answer
works out.
for the show. It's tucked in a corner of a mall connected to the Planet Hollywood in the
Oh,
in the
that's
Miracle
right.
The
Mile
V
shop.
Theater.
The
The V Theater.
Yes, I
Yes.
should have known.
Every show in Las Vegas is at the V Theater.
For those of you who don't know, there's probably 5 or 6 shows there. One of the shows is Zombie Burlesque. I have 2 friends in that. Enoch. Enoch is amazing comedic actor, singer, and Christina Shaw is also in it, who's a good friend of mine.
And in that same theater, you have The Carpenters, a 2-person
Yes.
show. A lovely male-female duo. The
Ned
singer
and-
is amazing.
Yeah.
I'm forgetting her first name, but their CD is right there. So if you throw it to me, I can tell you. But that's a great show too. So
Where is
Cass
right
is
there?
looking like what on the corner with all the stuff.
There's stuff everywhere.
Yeah.
Why do
There is.
birds
Oh, I see it.
appear
Every time
you are near?
just like me.
All right, you ready? Here.
You know what
Show
we
everyone.
should?
Go show it. Oh,
There
it
you
is.
go. There they are.
It's
Are you showing yourself right now? Because
Are they a married couple?
Yes, I am.
They are not. They are not.
friends?
Sally Olsen. There we
Sally
go.
Olsen.
Sally, I'm so
And
sorry because
Ned.
you know I adore you.
Yeah.
Sally is a wonderful singer,
Ned knows.
and she really.
Captures.
I mean, she really captures.
You
Thank
know-
you.
you know
Thank
Karen
you. You were there.
Carpenter-
You were there for me with that word.
Yes, I bailed you out. Karen Carpenter would be 75 this year.
But she's not.
No, she's not. She's not.
Which is something.
But she didn't have stiff person disease, so. It's something else. And I'm not making fun of that. I'm just mentioning she had something other than statue disease. Moving on.
Oh my god.
I'm over there. I'm looking at Regis Philbin right there.
It actually
There's a
is-
photo of Regis right there. I feel like we're doing the
On
show.
our vision board.
It's actually not funny at all.
Is JJ crying?
Yes,
She died. Should we say? Well, she died of anorexia about 3 years after the height of her fame. Actually,
yeah,
so.
and it was amazing. And there were some other issues too. You know, she just couldn't find love. She sang about love, but she couldn't find
Actually, she just married this really handsome guy.
Yeah.
So it's unfortunate, but
so talented. And she
Yeah.
was a drummer. She was a drummer, and the singer in their band did not show up. And their producer at the show said, "Karen, you know the songs. Get on the microphone." And she sang, and everyone was blown away at how beautiful her voice was.
let's for our 10th show happening next week. Let's take a walk
No,
down
I
memory
won't be
lane.
here.
Even better.
It'll be the JJ show. That's it.
Cass might be here.
Yeah, Cass
No,
might
we
be
can
here.
loop you in.
I'll be
so
here.
we want to loop you in. Could you be like at the
The
Comfort
train
Inn?
just jumped. Yes.
Oh,
we
yeah.
made
Yeah.
it this
Bill,
far.
Bill,
The mere fact
I
it's the
said-
9th episode.
I'm trying to keep the train on the tracks, Bill.
All right. Anyway, we're professionals. We're professionals. We're talking about Las Vegas, folks. Talking about Las
Professionals,
Vegas.
not experts.
Right.
Right.
Yes. We are not experts. We're
No.
just like you, but we're on YouTube and you're watching YouTube. So
Right.
that's
Right.
the difference.
Okay. So where are you going to be next week?
I will be in Aurora, Colorado, close to Denver, for the.
That has nice alliteration.
Yes, it does. It's for the National Speakers.
Aurora.
Aurora. National Speakers Association. This is
Oh,
where
cool.
all the speakers
Ooh.
from around the country and Canada come together, and we go to classes.
You speak, I'm sure.
Yeah, we all speak. Everyone gets on stage, does mini versions of their keynote. Last year was the year that Jeff Savilico, friend of the show, who was inducted into the National Speakers Hall of Fame.
Oh, so neat.
Yeah, it's great. It's a great group of people. It's a very, I was actually saying to Cass on the way over, it's a very apex predator group of people. Super smart, super ambitious. Everybody's dressed to the nines when they're there. They're, everyone's very aware of how they look. And I said, I have to get some clothes.
Oh my God.
He said, I gotta get some new sneakers.
I need some new sneakers
need
too,
to buy
because
some
everyone
new
works
shoes.
out. All these people work out, and I'm always like the bum in the gym. So I need like some.
What if you
Under
just
Armour.
lean into that? You know how like when you're around a certain group of people that's a little bit homogenous, it's kind of fun to be, really outside of that. What if you
Right.
just roll up in like sweatpants and
Right.
like a Vegas
I
t-shirt
could do that.
and
I
like a
could-
baseball cap
but
and go, what up? Like with a beer. I mean,
unshaven.
I think that's the Catholic schoolgirl in me is like when I'm in it. Yeah, but I get it. It's
Yeah, they're all
they're
very
high achievers.
They're high achievers.
High
They're
achievers.
all aspirational people and inspirational people, and you want to kind of meet. You want to be at that level.
Sure,
You know,
yeah.
people who dress well and look well, and
yeah. It's like when I go to a cocktail party and I don't wear heels, and then I get there and everyone's taller than me, and then I'm like, damn, should have worn my heels. It happens.
Oh, yeah. We
You
went
know.
to an event at a $34 million home in McDonald Highlands. That's the mountains around Las Vegas.
$34 million home.
$34 million home.
Is that necessary?
And we went,
just
and
saying.
we've been to these model homes here. By the way, the town is booming. Construction is
Vegas is booming.
insane.
Yeah.
And I thought, it's 105 degrees.
Yeah.
Am I gonna wear a sports coat? And I thought, I've done these before. You and I went to one,
We
multiple
did.
homes.
That was awesome.
Yeah, and I did. I did wear a sports coat, and I got dressed up. These are multi-million dollar homes. And this time I thought, I've been to these before.
Oh, I did the same thing.
I shot myself in the foot.
Oh no, you went
all
casual.
all the
Nope.
guys wore sports coats. It's 105 degrees. I was just like, wow, I really.
So Mr. Robbie has a question. Hello, am I the only person on this channel? No, in fact,
We're on it.
am
too.
the only
We're
person.
watching
we're on
ourselves.
it as well. And
That's
by the
true.
way, please like, comment, and subscribe. Subscribe. And you know what? Tell your mom. Ask your mom to subscribe. Text her and send her a link and say, hey, Mom, subscribe. And then she will call you back and say, I don't know how to use this thing. Can you send it on WhatsApp? And I'll go, Mom, on Messenger or WhatsApp? And she'll go, WhatsApp. So then I'll send it on WhatsApp. And she goes, I'm in my messages. I don't see it. So don't ask your mom. Ask somebody else.
That's someone else. That's true.
Johnny,
Yes.
how many of the cities that you visit smell like devil's lettuce?
Devil's lettuce. Marawini. Yes.
Devil's lettuce.
I have to say, it doesn't matter where I go now. It everywhere smells like devil's lettuce. This town,
Seattle,
Seattle, San Francisco,
Portland,
LA, San Diego.
LA,
Yeah.
Santa Monica.
But I
This
have-
town.
This town's 150 dispensaries.
This is
that's
what
that's
I
my
say.
That's my next fact or fiction. 150
You just told me the answer.
dispensaries.
I
No,
know.
I'm gonna change it.
Oh.
How many are minority owned? That'll be.
You know how you go, well, Vegas is very iconic for having certain scents in hotels. The national
Yes.
scent, the local scent, of the city is officially marijuana because it is everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's remarkable.
Everywhere.
And I'm like an old school guy, the devil's lettuce that I smoked in college was literally oregano.
You know what?
Literally,
The first
oregano.
couple
and I
times-
bought it.
I did that for sure.
Yeah.
I think I bought mushrooms that were like, I don't know.
Portobello?
Yeah.
I don't know. They were not. My roommate and I lit a candle and we took the mushrooms and we were like, when are we gonna get high? 3 hours later, we were still asking that question. That was such a bummer.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
here,
So anyway.
it is so strong. I don't know how people actually, they modulate. It's very highly. It's modulated, and they literally have pairings for food and snacks and what's the one place called? Area not 15.
Planet
Planet
13.
Planet 13 is
Yeah.
I think it's the biggest one.
It's huge.
Yeah, if you're into
Yeah.
marijuana or any of these edibles, this place is absolutely enormous.
Yes. Everybody smokes pot. Well, yes, Drew, except for people like me who become
I don't.
very paranoid.
I'm one of I'm the worst. I'm the worst.
I wonder who's.
Even
yeah,
if it's
you would be bad.
Oh, I was horrible. My friends would be like, "Come on, get high, get high." This is in my 20s. Get high, get high.
fun.
And I would get high, and I had that reaction.
I am
like,
going to die.
They're like,
I
"John,
am going
relax."
to die.
Like,
yeah.
No, and they were like, "We're never letting you get high again."
Yeah.
Because I would just.
Some people shouldn't.
Yeah.
Don't you all have friends like that? That's who we are.
As a wet
now,
blanket.
I'd like to ask producer Cass because I have a feeling she does not.
Really?
How do you do with the weed?
I might out myself here, but I'm a regular user.
I figured so. Yeah, Cass. All right, we got a resident stoner.
Damn.
I'm gonna do a new lower third for you, Cass.
Ooh.
Cass smokes pot. Could we get her? Could we get her
I
a
don't think I want
marijuana
that on my
sponsor?
lower third.
That's brilliant. There's so
Yes!
many.
Oh, that'd be
Yeah.
awesome.
That would be great.
Bam! I'm gonna work on that.
And you know, I love our studio,
right
but I
into
was
Planet
thinking
13. Yep.
we're right across from the artisan. Maybe we can just put all this on a cart and move it over there and do it from their lobby or something.
Sure.
That'd be cool.
Sure. We
Yeah.
also have a strip club called the Girl Collection right across the street.
That's a working club?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I thought-
you would think it was a shuttered thing
Yeah,
until
it
you
doesn't-
come down here at 11 o'clock at night.
Packed?
There's
Well, this
there's,
is like stripper
there's
row,
bouncers outside, and they actually send cars to hotels
Yeah.
they pick up people.
Yeah.
Who knew?
Oh no, they all do that. Spearmint
didn't know this.
Rhino. What's the one like Treasures, which is by the way,
Treasure.
and I know
just
that's-
what you are. You're my shining star. Bruno
the-
Mars moment.
the strip clubs here
I love you, Bruno.
are enormous. Pinky ring.
Please invite me to Pinky Ring.
Pinky ring.
Have you gone yet?
No, Michelle and I walked by it. Does that count? They were actually shooting a commercial for the Bellagio in there.
Cool.
Yeah. I think it's a brilliant idea. He's
It's
such a
so
talented
love.
guy. But the strip clubs in this town are huge. They're just huge. And what's his name? Murray and Danny's show
Oh,
is at Centerfold.
I went.
Oh, you went? How was it? You
It
should
was
be
so
talking about
fun.
it.
I know, I should.
Yeah.
At Centerfolds. Yeah, it was
No,
super
that's
fun.
not a
Maybe
mega.
I'll-
That's not a mega club. It's a great club, but it's not a mega
Well,
club.
they turn in it. It's really interesting. I didn't know this. Did you know that they're still not doing lap dances since the pandemic?
Really?
Except
really
for
upset about
now, it's not lap dances in the entire establishment. You have to go back into a certain room to get a lap dance. Just a lap dance.
But I thought that was.
No.
I thought that was standard. I didn't know.
Well,
I remember seeing
no, I think-
movies where they do the lap dances in a separate room.
Oh, sure. I saw a movie too about it. I've never been in a strip
I
club.
myself would not know.
No, I think that not having lap dances everywhere was a change during the pandemic.
Right.
And now they've kind of kept it. So they've kept the largest room where it's more like stage dancing. Isn't that interesting?
It's fascinating.
I mean, it's no statue disease.
No,
but
it's not statue disease or marijuana everywhere. We have a lot of potential advertisers. We have all the strip clubs.
Oh, yeah.
Don't you two need a drink? Yeah. Where is our drink? We're supposed to have a drink.
We don't have drinks anymore because
Yeah,
my
what happened?
mom. No,
Oh.
I'll tell you why. Let me
Your mom
talk.
doesn't. I don't think she'll be very
My
happy about
mom
this
called
episode.
and gave me a first-class Catholic guilt trip about us drinking on the first 2 episodes.
Right.
Just had nothing nice to say about the show except for the fact that if we would stop drinking, maybe she would like the show. But she hated. I go, Mom, we didn't even have alcohol. Okay.
Mocktails.
Full
We had
disclosure, we had
mocktails.
mocktails. But we thought it was fun to showcase like a cocktail and talk about it because it is Vegas.
It is Vegas, and so many
So-
different drinks are here. And different
We don't have
bartenders.
drinks because I've been Catholic shamed. Should
Oh.
we bring drinks back?
Absolutely.
I think it's a nice little.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Says the
Bring it
pot
back.
smoker.
That's a good one.
Do you get creative when you smoke pot, Cass?
What do you mean by that?
I mean,
Like ideas
what's your
or
high? Because we're
script
a
ideas?
disaster when we
Yeah,
smoke.
I love to create art, and it's kind of become like it's more like a bad habit now than it was before.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes I do.
That's cool.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you do edibles and stuff too, or you just smoke?
A little bit. Those can make me paranoid.
Yeah.
For
Oh.
sure.
I've had-
It's for some reason they just hit a little deeper.
The old paranoia.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've had
Yes.
zero luck with edibles, so they're off the table.
My parents looked drinking a lot. They are Celtic. They liked drinking a lot.
Oh, there we go. No way. my
Wait,
parents-
there it is.
That's a good one. No way my parents looked.
I don't want to be Catholic no more. Yeah, so I've hit a chord with the drinking conversation. So we'll consider bringing back cocktails to JJ and Johnny. It's just that,
Yeah, we'll have a bar who
I-
supplies our drinks. And,
my mother shamed me. But okay.
yeah, tell her we're not drinking actual alcohol. It's the drink without the booze.
I don't think she believed me because
No?
that's what I used to tell her in high school. And then
Oh.
I was lying.
Oh, you were.
Yeah.
Then you had to go to confession, and
Yeah.
did you go?
Then
to,
I got grounded.
did you go to Catholic school?
Oh, yeah.
First through 12th?
First through eighth.
Oh, okay. They couldn't afford it after a certain point.
That's a great point. You want to know what actually happened?
That's what happened to my parents. I didn't go. My brother Stephen.
The bishop shut down the high school.
bishop?
The bishop
The bishop.
shut down the high school
Why?
right before I got there because he wanted to use it as his own office.
The entire high school?
Yep.
What, it was a palatial estate or something?
No, but it was devastating. Honestly, it was devastating.
That's huge.
It was huge. It was because it was an excellent school. The bishop shut it down.
And this was Ohio?
Washington State.
That's the same.
Close.
I feel like everyone says Ohio. When I tell people I'm from Idaho, they're like, "Oh, Ohio, right?" Everyone just jumps to Ohio.
So let me tell you where I'm from. So you're Jersey, right?
No, I'm actually Philadelphia. I'm Pennsylvania.
Why do you always claim Jersey?
Because I lived in Pennsylvania up till I was 18, and then I spent I spent more time in New Jersey than I did.
Okay.
And then I
Because
moved to New
Philly's
York, and then I moved here. Yeah. But a lot of people
Cool.
think I'm from New Jersey.
That's cool. And I'm gonna rethink the way you just became so much more
Sophisticated.
American to me. The old
American.
bell. I didn't know you grew up by the old bell.
Oh yeah, I did a play in Philadelphia for a year, and when I went home every night, I drove by Independence Hall, so it's Independence
groovy.
Hall,
Yeah.
and then I think they've changed it, and there was a Liberty Bell, and I used to drive by there and think, that is the place where this country was formed. They had a 3D printer, and they made this country in Independence Hall.
Yeah.
And it's just it's living here in Las Vegas, and I love Las Vegas, but the amount of history in the Philadelphia, southern New Jersey, well, it doesn't even matter north or south because all through all the battles were fought. And I lived in a historic town called Bordentown and Allentown, not Allentown, Pennsylvania, Allentown, New Jersey. Everywhere you
Like
went, there
Billy
was this-
Joel living
Yeah.
here in Allentown.
But mine was New Jersey,
They're closing all the factories
which
down.
also relates to that whole from New Jersey, Pennsylvania, New York, Connecticut. Everyone really got that song. But it's the amount of history that is there. Like a skirmish was here, and there was a battle here, and this place was a hospital, and it's just amazing.
This has been your patriotic moment brought to you by JJ and Johnny. So one of our viewers, Mr. Robbie, says that they're in Switzerland. By the way, I love Switzerland.
He's a native New Yorker. Wow.
And they always
that's
go
what
Sweden, right? Yeah, what is it? People don't listen.
They don't listen. But Switzerland is where Charlie Chaplin retired.
Switzerland's where I would like to retire.
Oh,
Beautiful.
Holy socks. I love it there.
Yeah.
And it's so, so clean and beautiful.
Could we do the show from there and say we're in Las Vegas?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you can do it from anywhere.
Yeah.
All right. We're moving the show to Switzerland, and we're going to keep this. We'll just say we're in Las Vegas.
We could be out anywhere. We may or may not be in Vegas right now. All right, guys, this has been probably more fun than the first date.
What's this say? Charlie Chaplin has a beautiful museum.
Are you
I would love
serious,
to see
Mr.
that.
Robbie? Oh my gosh. If
Una.
we go to Switzerland, so since we're trying to promote visitation to Vegas, tell us where we should go in Switzerland. If you're going to land in Switzerland, what would the one place be you'd advise people to go? Don't
Baggage-
necessarily don't tell
baggage
me
claim.
Lucerne. I know Lucerne is.
Get your bags. Don't miss that.
That's valid.
I live in Europe and seen all those countries like Switzerland, Austria. Listen to
Love
me now,
it.
the
Amazing.
Emulator.
Love it. And you fly Ryanair to all those countries, I'm going to guess.
Back to the chopper.
Yep. Guys, this has been really, truly a blast. So Johnny and I are going to do a little bit of traveling. So we may be doing the show from hotel rooms or various locations.
Right.
But we will continue to do the show. Why? Because we care about all 13 of you.
Right. We
20.
do. 23.
20.
Actually, 20.
And we want to be the show that helps you learn about Las Vegas, but it's fun and it's interesting, and we have great guests like Jen Kramer and last week Al Mancini, because we love the food here.
Al Mancini brought the nachos.
He brought the nachos.
They were so good.
I just want to tell you, if you didn't see Al Mancini's nachos, you need to take a look back at last week's show.
He's got nice nachos.
Yeah.
Yeah. And a nice mohawk.
Yeah. He's a good-looking guy. What can you say?
Neon, what was the name of his thing?
Neon Feast.
Neon Feast.
Neon Feast,
Download the app.
If you're
Neon
coming to
Feast.
Vegas and you want to know where to eat, neonfeast.com as well.
And you want to see a great medalist show, you want to go to Jerry McCambridge's show in the V Theaters, Planet Hollywood. Jen Kramer at the Westgate.
Oh my God, she's fabulous. Family-friendly
Really?
show. We adore her. Also, Carlos Mencia, surprisingly awesome comedy show
Harrah's.
Sunday and Monday nights at Harrah's Showroom. And we will see you next week, guys.
See everybody. Thank you so
Have
much
a
for being here.
great week, guys.
Say goodbye,
Thanks,
producer
Bill D.
guys.
Goodbye.
Woo!
We'll see you guys next week.
Bye, Bill D. Thanks for watching.